Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today guys, I'm going to show you how I prep my DIYs for the most part ahead of time so I can get some good natural hair treatment going so I can end up with stronger hair growing. So guys, let's get started. The first thing I do guys is I grab a few aloe leaves to cut them up so I can have aloe gel prep and ready to add to my product, because this has become a staple in my products. So I make sure I get those, cut them up to pieces, blend them so I can have aloe gel going on before I start making any product. And I do strain some of it like I'm showing you guys right now, because I need some of it strained to add to my product so I can add it to lighter things and I won't have lots of bits and pieces left in my hair guys. So let's get started. First guys is of course shampoo. You guys see me make this in much more detail on my channel. This is just a recap of my new raw black soap DIY shampoo where I use aloe vera juice to melt the soap that I cut into pieces. I leave this overnight for about 24 hours. I add aloe vera gel and oil at the bottom of the jar. I strain the black soap that I let sit overnight, and I make sure all the bits and pieces are out, if you guys can see them in the straw, and I mix that with clay and make sure that's melted down so it can be ready to be used in my hair. And I add my essential oils and a little bit of vitamin E oil, and the shampoo is good to go guys. You have great natural shampoo that cleanses your hair without stripping it, and it also moisturizes it. And when I go to use this soap guys, my hair absolutely love it. It's like doing a clay mask and a shampoo at the same time, where I get to clean my hair. I even leave this in for about 3 minutes to make sure it's detoxifying my hair, and it leaves me with gorgeous clean hair. And I even put this clay on my face guys now. It's a wonderful. Next guys, we're going to do a deep conditioner, and I'm using Avocado deep conditioning mask. This is where I use a whole avocado guys. I cut it down to pieces and I put this in a bowl where I'm going to be able to mix it up. I add 2 tablespoons of honey and 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I only use the egg yolk guys. This is because my hair is on the dry side. If you have oily hair, use the egg white, or if you're in the middle, use both, and add a little vitamin E oil. I blend this up very well together guys. I make sure it's completely blend so it's very liquid. It has more of a yogurt consistency so it doesn't have clumps and pieces sitting in my hair. And after I make sure that it's completely blends, I can see everything is mixed together. It looks good. I'll add this to my plastic bowl, because this bowl guys, I have a lid for it where I can clamp it down and store it. I'll store this in the fridge guys, and it's ready to go. And this is for 2 hair masks guys, and when I apply this to my hair absolutely love it. It goes in so smooth. It is not dehydrating at all, and I can even apply this to my scalp. It'll wash out with no problem, and I can detangle my hair, set it, and ready to rinse out in about 30 minutes or so. The next thing I do guys, it's not so much of a prep, but as a prep on wash day, I will make my tea rinse, and then I'll add my aloe vera gel to that, of course strain it for the bits and pieces, and that is what I will use for my final rinse. Now we're moving on. This is for my hydrating spray where I moisturize my hair. I started doing this now where I will add my slippery elm and licorice root and fenugreek seed and my tea. I do a black and a green tea with aloe vera gel, and I just warm that up just to mix them, and I strain this water before I add it to my bottle, and I'll add a little bit of essential oil, vitamin E oil to preserve and add more nutrients to my scalp. And this is my hairspray ready to go guys, that I use to moisturize and strengthen my hair. Simple. Next guys, we're making our scalp oil, and again guys, I have a detailed video on my channel with this. This is just a quick recap of me making this. You see me add my coconut and castor oil because those can take the heat, so I can heat up my curry leaf and my fenugreek seed in here. I can cook it all up. So I'm going to melt it all down. Make sure the 2 are melted. Add the aloe vera gel that I blended earlier guys. Add a handful or 2 of curry leaf and add the fenugreek seed. Let that cook for a little bit. Once you see these leaves are brown, they're cooked through, all you do is strain your oil. And I use a glass jar guys, because I don't want this to seep into the plastic when I store my oil, because the amount of oil that I am making is going to last me for about a month. Sometime it could be a month and a half, and I want this to not wear out the plastic. And this is how much you get from just the coconut and castor oil. Afterwards you get this much from adding olive and avocado oil and the rest of the ingredients guys. Now we're moving on to shea butter mix. Because it is hot guys, I'm making a light shea butter sealant for my hair, not too greasy, with extra products so it can not drip and fall on me and melt down easy. So we're going to use shea butter, guys. Quite a big chunk of this shea butter. I cut it out. This is about a cup of shea butter, guys, and we're going to use cocoa butter. This is raw cocoa butter, guys. I love this cocoa butter. It smells amazing. I'm using about 1/4 cup of cocoa butter, and I'm going to cut these down into smaller pieces so it's easier to melt them down, because I'm going to use hot water to melt these down just a little bit so the cocoa butter can blend easier, because the cocoa butter is a lot harder than the shea butter to blend. So I want these to blend down, and I did add them in a plastic bowl instead of the glass bowl so it doesn't break because of the hot water. And I'm adding a little bit of vitamin E oil and some essential oils in there, guys, to make sure that it not only smells good, I want to make sure it's hydrating, it is benefiting your hair and scalp, because I do add this to my scalp sometime if it's extra drying or has some problem going on. And I want to make sure that this works as well as the scalp oil that I use to help nourish and grow my hair. I know some people would put this in the fridge and then blend it. I don't mind my shea butter being like this. I just blend it. Once it's completely melted down almost, I add it to my jar. This is going to solidify later on the next day, so don't worry about it. And at the end of all that hard work for the weekend, guys, you have your shampoo, your natural shampoo, your 2 weeks of deep conditioning, your strengthening growth spray, scalp growth oil, and shea butter sealant. This shampoo, I absolutely love it. This avocado mask, guys, I don't use it every weekend, but when I do make it, I use it twice for 2 weeks. Usually I'll prep it. My hair loves this. It comes out so hydrating, it feels nice, and it's moisturizing without stripping, and I get less tangles. This spray helps to strengthen my hair, guys. It keeps it moisturized and it keeps it growing. You guys know I love my new scalp oil. It's so light on my scalp. It feels more watery. It feels great. And my sealant butter, guys, which I told you, see how melty it is? It will solidify later on. This is pretty much how I prep my natural hair care weekend, guys. Clean hair and scalp, which I absolutely love, so I can have this moisturizing effect where you can see my curls are out, which I never paid attention before, but now I notice if I clean my hair well and hydrate properly, this is how I get curls to come out, so I can end up with nice healthy hair. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, of course, subscribe to my channel, click that little notification bell so you'll know when I have new videos out. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys, and leave all your comments down below. If you have natural DIYs that you prep, guys, leave those comments down below so we can check them out as well, and go over and watch my last video.